Hi friends, I'm the vegan with a cream spinach or spinach salad with a sesame cream. And I make the cream first and I tell you something about it, the sesame and why sesame with spinach and so on. So first I have coconut milk here. I made it myself. If you want to know how, there's a video link under this video. Yeah, it's fun. It's a little bit of work, but it's fun. And it's so much better than the bought one. But you can take any kind of coconut milk. So in case your coconut milk turns sour after 3 or 4 days or so, don't worry, you can still use it for dressings. It's fermented then, and it's sour, slightly sour then. Not like this one, this is fresh. Every 2 or 3 days or so I made it. I make it regularly. But then the sour flavor can go very nice with dressings. And here comes the thing with the sesame seed. I have sesame seed. I have maybe 1/3 of a cup or so for 1 bowl of spinach. Sesame seeds, you can also take tahini. Yeah. That is very important for spinach because spinach is a leafy green, delicious. It's also important to put some lemon in. Yeah. Also because of the spinach, the nature of the spinach, and how we digest and absorb it. So half a lemon, 1/3 cup of sesame seed, and maybe half a cup of coconut milk to begin with, and just pepper and salt. Here I have Himalayan salt and black pepper, my favorite brands here. You can take any kind of pepper and salt, of course. Just Himalayan salt is what I prefer. Many minerals in there, and this is tally cherry pepper, very nice pepper. I don't use that much of spices, but spices by themselves are super healthy. There is nothing more high in antioxidant than spices and herbs. Just recently found it on the internet with a very solid scientific source by Dr. Greger. It's always very solid. So I blend it now, the blender dance, and while I prepare the spinach, I'll tell you more about this relation, how we absorb it, and the sesame seed and the lemon. Blender dance. So I said something about cream spinach. That's just something I would like to have. So because I'm going to have cream spinach, our dressing has to be a little bit creamy, not too runny. And it is pretty creamy now. Maybe it's even too creamy, so I might add a little bit coconut milk. But first I try it. Perfect. Just what I need to make my cream spinach. So now I show you the spinach and how I prepare it. I have some leaves here. I have been in the health food shop, got some leaves, large leaves, and I just washed them in a sink with a lot of water. And then I took them out because there's always some fresh spinach. You get some sand in the spinach, so you have to wash it thoroughly, just in a bath or so, in a sink with a lot of water. And then I use my vegetable spinner, salad spinner, to get all the water out. That's nice for the dressing when you have the dry salad leaves, and they are nice with the dressing and don't make it watery. So here's my chef's knife and my cutting board, and I will cut now small, thin stripes from the spinach, just going around. And if you cut the spinach, and you cut anything you cut away from the hands, not to the hands, away from the fingers, and the fingers go away from the knife to hold this produce, the spinach, like this. I hold this with the fingers inside. Then that way you can never cut yourself. And if you have a hot, very sharp knife, as it should be, to make good cuts, have good flavors and textures, then it's important to put the fingers away from the knife. Yeah? That's, you see, very easy. You don't need to be that fast. Yeah? If you cut yourself, it takes much more time. Yeah. But that is easy, you see. And now I prepare the spinach for the dressing, so everything, the whole spinach, all the leaves can be nicely coated with the dressing, with the cream. I take out some stems here, they're a little bit darker. There's no problem, you can do that all the time. When you cut it, you see it also. Yeah, this is the nice way to prepare the spinach. When you cut it, you get all the things out you don't need. You don't want it in a little dark here, something like that. So that's nice. So I have everything now I need here. Doesn't need to be too thin, too small. Yeah, it's just a gross cutting. I take the knife, the back of the knife, and push all the salad, the spinach, over the board and the bowl. And that's pretty much today what there's one more dark piece out. Here, that's what I have today for a salad. Just a nice spinach, beautiful, right, the color. And it's super healthy, the spinach, because it's a green by itself. Greens are super healthy. And I put half an onion or so, chopped into small pieces. That's all I want today. I just want to have the pure spinach, with a little bit of this sharp onion, and they have in small pieces too, so the dressing can coat everything. And now I go back to the dressing, and I have to put some more coconut milk, and then I blend a second time. Blending a second time with unsoaked seeds or nuts is a good trick, because they are a lot more creamy, because they soak now while they're sitting after the first blending. And now I blend again, get it a lot creamier. And I put some more coconut milk to get it a little bit runnier. It was a little bit too thick for my flavor, my taste. Perfect. Now, and I pour here this wonderful sesame coconut cream over the spinach and the onions. That's all I need for today. It's a perfect amount. And the sesame seed and the lemon helps to get the full amount of nutrients, because spinach has a lot of iron and calcium. That's one good thing of the spinach, but you cannot absorb it, because the spinach itself has oxalates. And oxalates are a salt that turn into little stones and go into the inner organs, and they can hurt. The oxalates, and the lemon helps with that. So we eat lemon together with spinach or other oxalates, like other greens. Most greens have some oxalates. Spinach is high in oxalate relatively. The lemon takes care of the little stones. They don't come to be stones, then are washed out. So that's one good thing with the lemon. The other good thing is the sesame seed. That's why I always combine sesame seed and lemon, if I can, with the spinach, because the sesame seed has a huge amount of iron and calcium. And exactly these two minerals, important minerals, I cannot absorb from the spinach. So I have to add it from outside, and then I can. So that's why the spinach is perfectly balanced with sesame seeds or tahini and lemon. And that's what I have here, what I'm going to show you today. And I guess very nice with this simple salad with a wonderful effect. All the benefits from all the nutrients come right into my system, and it's so fun and it's so easy to make. I hope you enjoy. If so, thumbs up, and maybe subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.